Feel. Experience an emotion or physical sensation through the senses. She feels immense joy when she achieves her goals. He feels a sharp pain in his leg after running. Leave. Go away from a place or situation, often permanently. She leaves her home early in the morning for work. He leaves the meeting room after presenting his ideas. Start. Begin an action or process that continues. She starts her day with a warm cup of coffee. He starts the engine of his car and drives away. Sneeze. Expel air forcibly from the nose and mouth due to irritation. She sneezes loudly in the quiet library, drawing attention. He sneezes repeatedly because of his allergies. See. Perceive with the eyes. Discern visually. She sees a beautiful sunset over the horizon. He sees a bird flying gracefully in the sky. Glide. Move smoothly and continuously with little effort. She glides across the ice rink with elegance. He glides through the water like a fish. Slide. Move along a smooth surface while maintaining continuous contact. She slides down the playground slide with a big smile. He slides the book across the table to his friend. Hug. Embrace tightly with the arms, typically to show affection. She hugs her friend tightly after a long time apart. He hugs his mother to comfort her. Kiss. Touch with the lips as a sign of love, affection, or greeting. She kisses him gently on the cheek as a farewell. He kisses her goodnight before they go to bed. Wink. Close and open one eye quickly, typically to convey a message or signal. She winks playfully at her friend across the room. He winks to signal a shared joke with his buddy. Flirt. Behave as though attracted to someone, often playfully. She flirts with him at the party to show her interest. He flirts with a charming smile that captivates her. Hunch. Bend the body forward, often to avoid detection or to concentrate. She hunches over the desk while working on her project. He hunches his shoulders in the cold wind. Yawn. Open the mouth wide and inhale deeply, often as a sign of tiredness. She yawns after a long day and stretches her arms. He yawns loudly during the boring lecture. Shiver. Shake slightly and uncontrollably as a result of being cold, frightened, or excited. She shivers in the cold winter air, wrapping her coat tighter. He shivers with excitement as the roller coaster begins. Frown. Wrinkle the forehead in disapproval, displeasure, or concentration. She frowns at the confusing instructions on the package. He frowns at the loud noise coming from outside. Pout. Push the lips forward to show displeasure or sulk. She pouts when she doesn't get her way, looking adorable. He pouts in frustration when his plan fails. Study. Devote time and attention to gaining knowledge or learning something new. She studies for her exams late into the night. He studies the new language diligently to improve his skills. Roll. Move by turning over and over on a surface. She rolls the dough for the pie with a rolling pin. He rolls the ball across the field during the game. Want. Have a desire to possess or do something. She wants a new phone with better features. He wants to travel the world and explore new cultures. Look. Direct one's gaze towards something or someone. She looks at the beautiful sunset with admiration. He looks for his lost keys under the couch. Use. Employ something for a specific purpose. She uses a computer for her work and studies. He uses a hammer to fix the broken chair. Find. Discover or locate something after a search. She finds a coin on the ground and picks it up. He finds the solution to the complex problem. Give. Hand over something to someone, typically as a present or favor. She gives him a beautifully wrapped gift on his birthday. He gives her a hug to comfort her during tough times. Work. Engage in physical or mental activity to achieve a result. She works at a bank and manages financial transactions. He works on his car in the garage, fixing the engine. Scream. Emit a loud, high-pitched sound, especially as an expression of fear, pain, or excitement. She screams when she sees a spider crawling on her desk. He screams in excitement as the roller coaster plummets. Shout. Utter a loud call or cry, typically as an expression of strong emotion. She shouts to get the attention of her friends across the street. He shouts in anger when he is frustrated. Rub. Move one's hand or a cloth repeatedly back and forth on the surface of something. She rubs her eyes when she is tired. He rubs the lotion on his skin after a shower. Massage. Manipulate the muscles and tissues of the body, often to relieve tension. She massages her shoulders to relieve the tension after a long day. He massages his legs after an intense workout. Scratch. Rub the skin with sharp nails, typically to relieve itching. She scratches her itchy arm with her fingernails. He scratches his head in confusion. Pinch. Grip tightly between fingers and press together. She pinches her cheek to stay awake during the lecture. He pinches his arm to make sure he's not dreaming. Tickle. Touch lightly to cause laughter. She tickles her friend to make her laugh. He tickles his brother until he giggles. Fondle. Touch or stroke lovingly. She fondles her pet's soft fur while sitting on the couch. He fondles the beads of his necklace absent-mindedly. Grasp. Seize and hold firmly. She grasps the rope tightly while climbing. He grasps the concept of the lesson quickly. Jump. Push oneself off the ground using force from the legs. She jumps high to reach the top shelf in the kitchen. He jumps over the fence to retrieve the ball. Read. Look at and comprehend written words. She reads a novel every evening before bed. He reads the newspaper during breakfast to stay informed. Write. Mark letters or symbols on a surface, typically paper with an instrument. She writes a poem for her best friend. He writes a letter to his parents every week. Speak. Utter words to convey information or express thoughts. She speaks fluent Spanish and English. He speaks clearly during the business presentation. Listen. Give attention to sound or speech. She listens to music while studying to relax. He listens carefully to the professor's lecture to take notes. Eat. Put food into the mouth, chew and swallow. She eats a sandwich for lunch every day. He eats a hearty breakfast before going to work. Drink. Take liquid into the mouth and swallow. She drinks water to stay hydrated throughout the day. He drinks coffee every morning to wake up. Squeeze. Apply pressure to something, often with the hands. She squeezes the lemon to extract its juice. He squeezes her hand reassuringly when she feels nervous. Hold. Grasp, carry, or support something with the hands. She holds the baby gently in her arms. He holds the door open for others to pass through. Release. Allow something to move, act, or flow freely. She releases the bird from its cage, letting it fly away. He releases the button to stop the machine. Chew. Bite and grind food with the teeth. She chews gum while working to stay focused. He chews his food slowly to savor the taste. Shove. Push someone or something roughly. She shoves the door open with all her strength. He shoves his way through the crowded street. Bite. Use the teeth to cut into something. She bites into the crisp apple with delight. He bites his lip nervously during the test. Nibble. Take small bites, typically in a delicate or cautious manner. She nibbles on the cheese during the wine tasting. He nibbles at the edges of the bread while thinking. Lick. Pass the tongue over something, typically to taste, moisten, or clean it. She licks the ice cream cone on a hot day. He licks his fingers clean after eating chicken wings. Run. Move swiftly on foot, often at a speed faster than a walk. She runs every morning for her daily exercise. He runs to catch the bus before it leaves. Walk. Move at a regular pace by lifting and setting down each foot in turn. She walks to work every day to enjoy the fresh air. He walks the dog in the evening to give it exercise. Jump. Push oneself off the ground using force from the legs. She jumps high to reach the top shelf in the kitchen. He jumps over the fence to retrieve the ball. Talk. Exchange thoughts or information by speaking. She talks to her friends on the phone every evening. He talks confidently during the team meeting. Crumple. Crush something so that it becomes creased and wrinkled. She crumples the paper into a ball and throws it away. He crumples the fabric in his hands nervously. Pull. Exert force to move something toward oneself. She pulls the heavy suitcase up the stairs. He pulls the door open to let everyone in. Lift. Raise something to a higher position or level. She lifts the box carefully to place it on the shelf. He lifts the weights at the gym to build muscle. Carry. Support and move someone or something from one place to another. She carries the groceries in reusable bags. He carries his sister on his shoulders at the fair. Throw. Propel something with force through the air by a movement of the arm and hand. She throws the ball to her dog for fetch. He throws the paper airplane across the room. Catch. Intercept and hold something that has been thrown, propelled, or dropped. She catches the ball effortlessly during the game. He catches the keys that were tossed to him. Whisper. Speak very softly using breath without vocal cords. She whispers a secret to her best friend. He whispers words of encouragement to his teammate. Faint. Lose consciousness for a short time because of a temporarily insufficient supply of oxygen to the brain. She faints at the sight of blood and needs help. He faints from exhaustion after the long race. Whistle. Emit a clear, high-pitched sound by forcing breath through a small opening between the lips or teeth. She whistles a cheerful tune while walking. He whistles to get the attention of the player. Flip. Turn over, or cause to turn over with a sudden sharp movement. She flips the pancake in the frying pan. He flips the pages of the book eagerly. Cook. Prepare food by combining, heating, and processing ingredients. She cooks a delicious meal for her family every evening. He cooks breakfast on the weekends. Stop. Cease to perform an action or bring something to an end. She stops running when she reaches her destination. He stops the car at the red light. Run. Move swiftly on foot, often at a speed faster than a walk. She runs every morning for her daily exercise. He runs to catch the bus before it leaves.